Hyundai has just given us information on the updated range and price for the 2025 Ioniq 5 lineup,
Hmm.
well, the range is pretty good, pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. The rear wheel drive model gets 318 miles.
Yeah, that's decent.
That's
Uh,
very decent.
it's, it's not often people drive 318 miles in it, let's say a given week.
No, unless you're on a road trip and
Yeah,
then you
I
might
mean,
do it in a
even
day.
that's 15, 16,000 miles a year. The average is more like 12.
I always wonder what is the average range. We do a lot of stories on cruise control about, you know, looking at the whole fleet of new cars. What is the average range of a gas-powered non-hybrid car?
Um,
Is it 300 miles?
it's no, it's actually close to 400, but I've actually looked into this, and this was just by sheer coincidence, um, because I was very curious when I got my new car, what range is built into to new vehicles, and it's typically around 400. And the thought is that people driving these kind of nonstop really need to stop at 400 miles and get out.
Let's jump back in. DC fast charging with the CSS adapter, 50 kilowatt DC fast charging can go from 10 to 80% in 1 hour and 1 minute. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Um, but, and then AC level 2 charging can go to 10 to 100% in 5 hours and 40 minutes.
That's not
Now, this is
as
with a
good as not bad.
smaller battery. This is with a
It's
63
five,
kilowatt hour
yeah,
battery. With a bigger
five
battery,
hours. Yeah,
it's 7 hours and 20 minutes. But still,
yeah,
less. That's not bad because, you can be at home and plug it in and,
that's right.
so it's not bad. And you don't have to go up to 100%. You really want to go up to what, 95%?
Exactly. And again, we're the charging infrastructure is not there yet.
No, not the public
Just
infrastructure.
as gasoline infrastructure wasn't there in the 1920s or teens.
Yes.
But it will be, and it won't be that long. Um, so if you're on the interstates, pretty much no trouble. You could just get going, stop at a major fuel station whenever you want to stop, and they'll be charging there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, there's one by me. There's an interstate close by me, but you would have to get on, you would have to charge up, then you have to go over a bridge for $6,
Whoa,
turn around and come back over the bridge for another $6 so you
whoa.
could get back and get off that highway. Isn't that crazy?
Well, now I
There's
would
a
find another
Chick-fil-A there
exit.
too. I would go if I could easily swing around, charge the car, pick up Chick-fil-A and turn around and come back again. It's it's so weird that there's no way to do that, but it makes charge it's like $12
That's
for nothing, just to
yeah.
turn your
You're
car
also
around.
paying for the charge.
Yeah. So but there's what part of the infrastructure problem. It tells you that on all
Yeah,
these sites as like, where is that? Oh, well, that's on the highway that I have to be paying a toll for. So,
yeah. We have an infrastructure charging station. It's just a level two um, that's listed, and it's in the apartment building next to me. And you have to get in the garage, which you have to have a code to get in the garage.
right, it's for
But
owners.
it's considered a public charging station. That's just crazy.
Well, back to the Ionic 5. Let's
Right.
talk about that. Pricing on this, right? The Ionic 5 SE rear wheel drive, 168 horsepower, standard range, driving range of 245, which is not that bad, 42,500. And then
That's okay.
that's
Getting up
okay.
there.
The Limited has a rear-wheel drive. It's the limited model, 225 horsepower, 318 of range. Significant boost in the price, 54,200.
Right.
And then Ioniq 5 dual motor all-wheel drive, 320 horsepower, dual motor, driving range 290, 53,000. And
Would
then
you?
would
Oh,
I
go
go
ahead.
would I go all-wheel drive?
Would you go dual motor?
I don't know. I don't know. It does
I
cut
mean, it's
significant.
just faster.
Yeah.
You're not gaining anything else.
Top of the range, Ioniq 5 limited dual motor all-wheel drive, driving range 269. I guess the additional equipment slices some range of that.
Yeah,
$58,100, which is
that's beginning to get significant, I think is the word.
yeah. They have that XRT model too, which is sort of an off-road model, which is kind of bizarre. 23 millimeter suspension lift, XRT specific 18-inch black alloy wheels, XRT terrain mode drive selector. Um, a lot of manufacturers have gone to these, let's say, more husky models to do off-roading and SUVs, and
Yeah.
Hyundai's done it with this XRT model with the Ioniq 5 electric. So that's kind of an interesting play, I think. Don't you?
Well, shows you what the public wants.